It's a tutorial on how to set up rtss for amok runner for frame rate limiting. First thing you want to do is just download rtss. I'll put a link in the description so it's easy. And then it's going to give you this rar that you want to extract. I use 7-zip personally, but you can use WinRAR as well. Just want to run this exe and then go through the installation process. I already did that, so I'm not going to do it again here, because otherwise I'd have to like reset midway and everything like that. But it's really simple. Just keep hitting next, you'll be fine. After that, it's going to pop up with like a README. You could just close that, but you want to go to Rivatuner. You can search for it on your computer. It's a Rivatuner statistics server like this. Let's go ahead and run that. Now, after running it, it's going to look like nothing happened, but if you go down right here to show hidden icons on Windows 10, it'll appear right here, docked. So you just want to click that in the taskbar, and then we want to actually, I already added it here, but I'll show you how to do that really quick. But this is what Rivatuner looks like, and we want to add an application profile. So we're going to go ahead and add a amok runner, so we're just going to hit add. Now, this is where it gets a little bit confusing because amok runner actually has 2 executable files. If we go to browse local files here, you can see that the root has amok.exe. We actually don't want to run this one. If we go to the amok binaries win64 folder, you'll see this amok win64 shipping.exe. This is the one that we want to add as the profile. The other one does not work. So you have to navigate to it in here. It's a little bit of a pain because you can't like type it in or anything, but it's typically in your Steam library and you can get the full path right here. So you want to add that as the profile. And then we're going to set up the hotkeys for frame rate limiting. So we're just going to go to setup plugins, and you're going to see this hotkey handler.dll. It looks like it's checked right here, but you actually have to click it so that it is actually checked. It's a little confusing and it looks like it's already checked, but it isn't. So make sure you click that check and then hit setup. And then in here is where all of the properties for the hotkeys are. My settings are already in here, but I'll go ahead and show you how to do it. So you want to set some hotkeys to enable or disable the frame rate limiter. This is just to be able to give you access to be able to hit the hotkeys that limit the frame rate. So I just have mine set to this. Then you want to set up profiles. Profiles is where you can set the individual FPS hotkeys. So for instance, I have one here. It says set 60, but it sets it at 30. But I'll go ahead and show you how you can create your own. So you just want to hit these 3 dots here. And then I just go ahead and just use a preset. So I use the second preset that's set the 60 FPS frame limit. And then you can change it to whatever. So say I want to change it to 20. Just type the modifier value to 20. And then for the target profile, we actually just want the full path of the exe. I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the description just so you have it to copy paste easily. But you just want to put that in there and that will make that work. So we'll have this one set to 20. And then in here is where you set the actual key. So we'll put P to limit the FPS to 20. And then you want to have one that sets it back to 60. So I'm just going to do that. And then we'll have 9 set it to 60. I'm going to hit OK, OK, and then just leave it like that. And I'll go ahead and show you that it worked. We'll open a amok runner real quick. Resume. So if you remember, we set the P key to set the FPS to 20, and then we set the 9 key to set it to 60. So if we hit our hotkey to enable frame rate limiting, and then we hit P, you'll see that our FPS in the top left is set down to 20, and you can see the game is laggier. And if we hit 9, our FPS is going to go back up to 60. Although it's kind of lagging, but it's getting back up there. Yeah, that's how you set up Rivatuner. It's not really that hard. It's a little bit confusing in some parts, but hopefully that helps.